Is Lawrence alright? He doesn't seem to like your plan. Like it or not, we will follow the plan. 23 will talk him out of it. Yes? I have trust in him. He's not that naive. Even if we don't have a deal with Vision, we can't just publish everything we have. We don't know if there will be anything to publish yet. True. There's a big if looming over this whole discussion that we do manage to get enough information to make Vision think twice. Let's presume we do. Why can't we just publish it? Because of unpredictable consequences? Yes. If we do that, there could be two possible outcomes. Vision could take a fatal blow, or maybe it takes the hit and remains standing. Which one is more likely? Fatal blow. There's a chance we could destroy Vision for good. Human experiments are a huge scandal. How could Vision possibly survive that? Remember Sunrise's accident at test range 805? Never heard of it? Nope, never heard of it. My point, Sunrise didn't want people to know. Leading corporations these days pretty much own the press. They can keep anything under wraps. Vision, being the cornerstone of social media platforms, can do even more, but that is not my point. I don't want either of these scenarios. Case 1, Vision is destroyed once and for all. Concerning this, AI is the backbone that keeps the society running. As a result, flops are a critical resource. Suppose Vision disintegrates, its competitors will be all too happy to gobble up the market share left behind. This will be an excruciating process for many. Platforms shut down or change hands, workers end up unemployed, and there are millions of flop contributors. What will happen to them? The death of this one corporation could shake the whole nation. Then we have case 2, that Vision takes the blow and survives. Nothing changes. Human experiments, assassination attempts, all kept in the dark. We lose either way. Why would Vision want to kill Fran if they have airtight censorship? There will be stories, rumors, possible police investigations too. None of this will hurt them, but there's a cost much higher than having Miss Chang removed. That's fair. Considering all possibilities, publishing what we have against Vision is a bad idea. The stake is too high and unpredictable. Yes. Actually, keeping our cards without playing them could be beneficial in the long run. Also, letting them know that we have the info is an effective measure of check and balance. They will learn to be more cautious going forward, at least think twice before they do anything bad. They will keep doing what they do, just cover it up better. Yes, and also try not to cross the red line as often. We create some sort of sword of Damocles, constantly reminding them of consequence. Sword of Damocles. Sword of Damocles is a parable about the precariousness of power and the ever-present threat of misfortune that can accompany it. It tells the story of Damocles, a courtier who envied the king's seemingly luxurious life. The king, Dionysus of Syracuse, arranged for Damocles to experience his life firsthand, seating him on the royal throne. However, a sharp sword was suspended above Damocles' head, held only by a single horsehair, symbolizing the constant danger faced by those positions of power. I see. I believe this will work. You're right. Now back to the subject of this meeting. There are things I need to share with you. First of all, Jason, you told 23 and Lawrence that we had a chance to pull out. I'm surprised. You didn't want them to know? Yes, for now. I wanted to keep it from them because it could dent the team morale, like Lawrence at the flop car. Yes. I know, I mean the world to 23. The last thing I want is she panicking at a critical moment like this. She'll be informed later when the timing is right. As to Lawrence, I keep telling him to keep his cool and stay away from this lone wolf stuff. Knowing what I did today, he might think bravado is a good thing. My decision was not a show of bravado, not on impulse. You don't think it's on impulse, but you did engage Chameleon out of impulse. I don't see it that way. It was a calculated decision factoring in all pros and cons. I did it because I had a very good chance. Based on what I had learned, you put Jason's life on the line. Are you aware of that? I am. Desperate times, desperate measures. Worse still, you didn't ask for my opinion. Yes. I'm not pointing fingers, Mr. Two. Oh no, we should be pointing fingers. I understand you had to make a decision in a split second. Asking for Jason's opinion was impossible. My concern is that were you really rational, like you said? Jason's life depends on your decision. I can't trust you if, like I said, every decision I make is rational. I had a very good chance to eliminate Chameleon and all his men on my own. Otherwise, I would have pulled out. Okay. Fran doesn't look too convinced. I'm not convinced. Any other questions about today's mission? I hope to address your concerns as best as possible. Next, we will talk about something else. How much of it did you predict? What do you mean? In the construction site, she said everything was within her expectation. That was I knew it could be a trap. But how? The investigation was too smooth. The gangster who pointed a gun at Lawrence and at Jason and Lawrence in the contract room We extracted quite a bit of intel from him. Pretty much everything about the transaction, the venue, time schedule. He didn't tell everything outright, but gave us enough leads. So you suspected it's all planned? Yes. He went out of his way to lay this elaborate trap because it was against his boss's order. This could sabotage the deal, but he just couldn't let go of the chance to finally kill me. So he did it behind Vision's back. But why did you keep this knowledge from us? Would you walk into a trap knowing it's a trap? Especially 23, I don't have a chance without her support. And I can't let those children fall into Vision's hands. And you also can't let go of this chance to finally kill Chameleon. It's pretty obvious. Yes. I thought she'd deny. The plan was to evacuate. I don't think she would have denied. It's very obvious. The plan was to evacuate the children and get out before their main force arrives. If we run into Chameleon, I'll keep him occupied while 23 will help her get the children. The events were more or less within the plan except that. Except what? Chameleon brought way too many men for reinforcement. No, that's not right. I wasn't expecting him to try so hard just to kill me. Anyway, there's no conspiracy. I only kept a relatively unimportant portion of the truth from you. That's still lying. That's lying through omission. Why didn't he just use the children as hostages? He knew it wouldn't work. If he pushed me into that corner, things could turn extremely ugly. I'd sacrifice the children. I wouldn't allow myself to be killed. That is my bottom line. 23 is right about C2. Compared to the children, I am more valuable to the world. I guess. She said that without a moment's hesitation. You were willing to see children injured or killed. What if any of them grows into an Avenger who changes or... That's all bullshit. You were willing to see children injured or killed. Yes. I make quick decisions, not perfect decisions. This line of work calls for it. It's impossible to literally take into consideration every single factor. She looks kind of ashamed. I know what you mean, but how do you calculate the worth of people? I have my own standards. Anyone could argue against them. And I may revise them from time to time too, but at the end of the day, everything in this world must have a worth. I calculate this worth based on my own standards, not social conventions. I make my own decisions from scratch. Why did you send me instead of Lawrence? Tactical planning. Our van was the only means of evacuation if things went south. Also, 23 was running in the mobile command center in it. I need an experienced team member to protect it. Couldn't 23 protect herself in the van? She could, but she's also running on our command center. Couldn't afford to have her distracted. But again, honestly, that was the main reason, not the whole reason. I also hoped to keep Lawrence out of harm's way. He's not ready to face risk of this level. With Chameleon and his mercenary group, the situation was a miniature warfare. I made a mistake at the flop core. The same mistake can't happen again. But Jason isn't ready to face this either. No, you forgot he's like me. We're not entirely human. We are damn hard to kill and stand up moving much faster after taking a blow. You think I could afford more risk? Damn hard to kill, not unkillable. Right, a bullet in the head does the job. Otherwise, we can soak quite a bit of damage without suffering permanent injury. Does that justify dropping Jason in the middle of a war zone? I don't mean that. It was all tactical planning, risks, and consequences. Lawrence's role for the van, just Jason's survival advantage. I considered everything. I see. Let's leave it at that for now. Good. Helper told me you work for a corporation. Before he left? You're not answering my question. He's not giving you the whole truth. And you didn't give me the truth, any truth at all. I won't argue. Please let me explain. This involves classified information. If you insist, I will try my best to tell you what I can disclose. But for your own good, I'd say, please don't ask. Why? Because what little knowledge I can give will lead to even more questions. You will be worse off. Got to say that's fishy like hell? You're right. If you want peace of mind, you won't get it. Trust me. This is why I kept it from you this whole time. What exactly is going on? Without disclosing any more, I promise that I will not compromise your interest. From here on, it's up to you. Do you wish to pursue the subject? What do you say, Jay? I must get to the bottom of it. Whatever C2 is hiding, we have the right to know. Tell me. What about Francis? I want the truth too. You asked for it, here it is. It's true that every AL agent is assigned to a corporation. I'm no exception. I do not follow the orders of my theoretical boss. That doesn't make sense. Whose orders do you follow then? My own? I guess she follows herself. That is as much as I'm allowed to disclose. What? That's it? You barely started. Why did you bother assigning you to the theoretical boss then? That is classified. Missy too, what? Sorry, I have said everything that I can... It's true that every AL agent is assigned to a corporation. I'm no exception. I do not follow the orders of my theoretical boss. She's either AWOL or the corporation is like, it doesn't exist, or like it's a dummy corp. so she can do what she wants. Sorry, I have said everything that can be said. As you were warned, now you have more questions and answers. From here on, knowledge will come at a high price. What kind of price? I trust you can keep a secret, but if word gets out that you have learned about it, you will become public enemies, a pair of fugitives hunted down by the government and all corporations. All my colleagues at OWL will be sent after you, and the order will be extermination on sight. That look, she's not exaggerating. That is unlikely if, that is an unlikely if, am I right? Yes. Then I want the whole truth. What about you, Jay? She's determined. Chameleon said I should start to make my own moves. Was she referring to this moment? I want the whole truth. Good. Curiosity kills the cat. But satisfaction brought it back. Keep two things in mind, though. One, I'm only doing this to earn your trust, which is critical for the mission tomorrow. Two, you have made an informed decision, fully acknowledging all possible risks I have truly disclosed. Noted and acknowledged. I'm well aware. I'm in fact a free agent serving Grandma only. I do have a corporate sponsor, but it's only on paper. This is kept secret, even from other OWL agents. I've heard about this Grandma before. Grandma's leader of OWL, I think. Correct. What's the risk? It sounds safe enough? Corporations collectively control the government, and OWL is their shared tool. It's a powerful weapon, also a vast spy network. To make sure OWL doesn't work in any particular corporation's favor, they need a neutral force to manage it. This neutral force is Grandma. Despite every countermeasure, the corporation have one fundamental concern, that Grandma may have her own free will. Indeed. Each of them have a share in OWL, but at the end of the day, it's Grandma who gives orders. I think I know where this is going. You lost me. What does this insinuate? Simply put, Grandma is strictly forbidden to have her own agents. If they learn about me, heads will roll. Grandma and everyone involved all wiped from this world. That includes me and you too. What if Grandma learns about this conversation? Honestly, I don't know. I have assessed all possible outcomes, and most of them, you'll be silenced. I can't just say I don't know, because you're too smart to buy it. Although I really don't think you're better off with this knowledge. Now you know why. I'm sorry for everything. I kind of figured something similar. Knowing more is not necessarily a good thing, especially in this trade. Most would follow orders and stay within boundaries for survival. Boundaries, huh? Do you have any questions? Does 23 know? Yes, but she's not a free agent herself. She found out on her own. 23 is a smart woman. She seems rather proud of 23. Of course she didn't tell anyone. Why did Grandma choose you? It's a long story. We don't have time for it. Shorter version is I'm one of the best agents that OWL ever had. I'm not bragging. Grandma is building an elite team. She only wants the best of the best. Best of the best of the best of the best. The way she says it, I think she even regrets being so outstanding. It's true. It's true. It's like that sort of Democles of like what she said. Why did you agree to work for her? Because she offered me the freedom I need. Plenty of time to work on my own hobby cases. The only red line is that I cannot harm the interests of OWL's sponsoring corporations, especially the top ones. That is why she kept this case from Grandma. Plus, I can reject assignments that I don't agree with. Considering everything, I have access to infinite resources to help people whom the police don't want to bother with. I can do a lot of good with that. I don't have any more questions. Good. Never ever disclose what you've learned today to anyone. I know. Yeah. Including Lawrence. I want you both to swear to me that you will never tell him anything that you have learned. He's a kid. He's like so, I don't know. Lawrence is so emotional. I don't even trust him like in general. Explicitly or implicitly slated or suggested not in any form. What about? No. He's making it sound like a threat. No, please swear. I swear. I promise. Good. Lawrence is not ready. He can't process this information. He will go haywire and do things I can't predict, but are definitely against his better judgment. He might tell someone else. Please do me a favor. Do yourself a favor. Do not tell Lawrence, no matter what. This is the horse hair that holds the sword. The secret. As soon as the secret is out, the horse hair gets cut. Everyone dies underneath it. I see. Let me stress again. I'm telling you this because tomorrow's mission is perilous. Being outnumbered, I need the full trust of everyone on the team. Once in action, we can't afford to have doubts or second thoughts. If this is what takes to earn your trust, I'd take the risk. I believe you're both smart enough to not further disclose this information to anyone. That's it. I have said everything that should not be said. Feel free to raise whatever questions you may have. No, I have no questions. I see. Now let's go back to the real subject of this meeting. Last time I said you have to join OWL. Remember, Jason? Yeah. So, here comes some bad news. OWL might find out what you are sooner than I expected. That means if you do want to join OWL, you must hurry up. Why? As I said, Chameleon is now in the custody of OWL. Grandma is now aware of our operation. She's paying close attention. At least she will from tonight on. In the process, she may very likely find out what you are. Wait, she's aware of our operation? Meaning we must stop? No. If she wanted to stop, we should all have been apprehended by now. Since it didn't happen, there are two possibilities. One, Grandma knows what we're doing, but not why we're doing it. It will take her at least one day to find out. Our mission tomorrow is not affected. Two, she knows everything all along, but chose not to intervene. I think it's the latter. That means for whatever reason, I have her consent. Maybe she wants to teach Vision a lesson, or maybe a part of my operation happens to be aligned with her own scheme, whatever it is. I truly don't know. Maybe she cares about social justice like you do. How much time do we have? Maybe she cares about social justice like you do. Impossible. There's no such thing as justice in her eyes. She sounds like she loathes Grandma. Anyway, at least for the next week, our operation will be safe enough. After that, can't really say. Now, Jason, we must prepare you for your big day. Training starts as soon as we wrap up the mission tomorrow. What if this training doesn't go well? Will Al kill me? Don't worry about it, Jason. I don't know how you did it, but as far as I've noticed, your potential has been flexing itself for whatever reason I don't understand. Shall I take it as good news? Reasons you don't understand? Shall I take it as good news? You should. Your potential was showing when I first saw you, which is normal. The thing is, it keeps showing more even now. That is unexpected. Your training will go very well, I have no doubt about that. What's the exact scope of his training? Starting from the integration of awareness? That just sounds like a buzzword. Integration of what? The reason why you can't always operate in full power mode is that your mind is fractured. Your persona exists in two parts, one of them is reserved for possession. You must break down the walls sealing this part off to gain full control of your body. How could I do that? I'm not possessed. Do I still need to integrate these awareness? How do I still... So she knows? How could I do that? You've already been doing it? First of all, notice that your memory is not complete. There are things that you do not know, you know? You did it when you were informed of your nature. My nature, weaponized human. With this breakthrough, the separation in your mind will start to weaken and eventually crumble. In the process, you may have hallucinations, most likely of a place that doesn't exist. A place that doesn't exist. Figment of imagination, it could be a bedroom, a pasture, a shower stall, anything. Whatever it looks like, this is where the dominant side of your persona goes during possession. Whenever the invading awareness barges in, you are shoved into this little corner. Once possession ends, you're free to leave that corner. But all the memories created during possession are left there. I need to, what? Retrieve this archive of memories? Yes. Complete your memory, gain full control of your body. Without being possessed, you must find a way to get into this space and find your way out of it. The way out. There is always a way out, often materialized as a locked door or window or door. Okay, we're talking about when we talk to ourselves in that room. However, it takes a tremendous amount of willpower to open up this way. That would be the objective of your training. We will cover the specifics when you go consciously into the space for the first time. Can we talk about it now? I think I've already been there. Oh, Jay, really? It could happen since he's already aware of his nature. I went before I even knew it. What is your space like? It's like my bedroom. It's like an interrogation room all locked inside. I see. I need to run a few medical tests to verify. Let's leave this for later when we wrap up this vision business. I said we should hurry, but honestly, it's only a suspicion. Let's prepare for the worst case scenario. Anyways, now you know what you need to know. Yeah. This is a lot of process. Take your time. Caution, Misty, too? Yes, please. In the middle of a possession, if the original awareness is confined to this space, does that mean there's another awareness taking over the rest of the mind? Yes. We are not remote controlled like toys, press this button to do this thing, not like that. It's more like spiritual possession being invaded and controlled by an external awareness. The original awareness is shut off in that space where it could meet the invader? Yeah. That is known to happen. In my case, mostly when my body is asleep, my original awareness relinquishing control due to obvious reasons might let the invader in, but with training, I was able to pull the invader into that space even when my body is awake. Is that possible? Yes. I could do it, at least. That was the last time that I was possessed. I was physically at the Al HQ behind Grandma facing against me. Then I felt this force sucking my soul out of my body. Suddenly all physical sensation left me. I saw my body reaching for my sidearm, raising the weapon, taking aim. It was like in a movie theater. I could only sit and watch. Suddenly I felt this rage. The next thing I knew, I pulled the invader into my little space. That thing was equally surprised. It didn't say anything. What happened then? I strangled it. You have to kill yourself. Huh. Then I unlocked the full potential of this body and was never possessed again. Strangled? You can strangle a thing without a physical body? That I'm not sure. In my mind, it felt like strangling something alive. I could. Jason? Are you alright, Jay? Jason? Lost myself for a second. Miss C2, is that normal? I think he will do it faster than I expected. I assume it's a good thing? Yes. You? Jason, I'm doing this for you, partly mostly out of goodwill. I want to see you safe, my Ken. Ken. She's using the terminology. We're not Ken. Apologies if you don't like that word. I don't like it. I see you as my Ken nonetheless. Another reason is that I believe this is the right thing to do. Why bring this up? The right thing. You didn't choose to be engineered, hence you shouldn't be punished for it. What happens next could be very complicated. Once Owl steps in, you won't have many choices. I hope you, Jason, and Francis could trust me. I trust you for now. Sorry, but I can't. I don't know if I should. I understand. I won't stop you if you end up choosing none of the paths I provide. Sorry, Ms. C2. I can't fully trust you. Brown. I don't understand your values. More still, I don't think you understand yourself either. It should be very clear by now, my value is to do the right thing. As if this vague slogan means anything. I'm willing to go to any length to do what I believe is right. It includes what's normally seen as criminal, inhumane, or unreasonable. There is sure thing as the necessary evil. The world is not a perfect place. We make trade-offs. The thing with a trade-off is that everything must carry a price tag, or else you don't know if you're better or worse off. The process of coming up with these price tags might appear to be heartless. Yeah, indeed. That much I understand. What are your standards? How do you determine the value of something? I can't trust you without understanding how you see the world. It's hard to tell in a few sentences because my standards change. I see what you call justice as a fluctuating line. The only thing constant about it is that it's inconstant. How are we supposed to trust you? How your values are so fluid. How are people supposed to trust you then? That question is better left for yourselves. There's something that I can tell you though. What we call trust is in effect a form of predictability. You trust me because you think my behaviors are predictable. You know I'll keep my promises. No one trusts an unpredictable person. However, like said before, I don't believe in rigid things like principles. I make every judgment as a separate case. My point is, there's one thing about me, what you can count on. Whatever I do, I absolutely believe it's the right thing. That never changes. And what's your definition of the right thing? We're running in circles. There's only one. No, you're running in circles. You're using circular logic. There's only one way for you to trust me, by keeping up with my values. I pursue justice or the right thing. Justice is fluid, so I am fluid. Partly because I live and learn, constantly correcting my misconceptions. Also, the standard of justice changes over time too. The bottom line is, I don't believe justice stays in one place. This is exactly what Helper said. Meaning you may abandon us sometimes is not a cheap excuse for double standards. Maybe you may abandon us someday, yes? But if you keep up with my values, you will see that day coming and will understand why I do it. I see you. Now I choose to trust you, Nan. Thank you, Francis. I won't say I trust you just yet. It's okay, you're entitled to your judgment. Being cautious is not a bad thing. We should all take some time to rest. One more thing then, what is it? Your concern is reasonable that Lawrence may take today's events the wrong way. I kept asking if you're rational because to me, your decisions seem very emotional. I feel that way even when I know you're an almost perfectly rational person. What you said was not convincing enough. We all judge situations from our own experiences and perspectives. You know you're calm doesn't mean everyone else will believe you. They don't believe it's possible, at least not possible for them. Are you trying to warn me? I'm not sure, but you are a perfect person, but your partners are not. Please don't forget the difference. Ooh, that's pretty smart. I'm not perfect, far from it, but I know what you mean. I will pay more notice, thank you. Yeah. She's coughing up blood. Nan. Alright, I just need some rest. Are you really alright? I am. Engineered humans like us. We heal up pretty fast. I'm patching up, and rest should do the job. I'll let 23 know. Please don't. Trust me, I'm alright. Let's call it a day. You two need rest too. Good night. Good night. You really don't need a hand? I don't. sex with her must be crazy. I'm so curious what 23 has to go through. Let's go home, Jay. Yeah. I cannot. Damn. We haven't eaten. Could you give me a hand, Jay? Hold up. How are you feeling? It's been a long day for you? Not really, your day's longer, haha. Situation is quickly spinning out of control. What if for good or bad, tomorrow will be the end of it? That's what we said yesterday. I had the same feeling. Hey Jay, do you think I'm too bossy today? Not at all. Really? Was I too mean? Oh, what are you talking about? Honestly? Ugh. I've been doubting, pushing them. First for failing to protect you, then for hiding things from us. But unlike you, I was not working in the field, so I guess I don't have a right to say that. Your concerns are legitimate. I get the feeling, but no such thing. You're just worrying too much. Your concerns are legitimate. You gotta validate the feelings. Aha, thank you. But again, you're my boyfriend. Of course you'd say what I want to hear. No, I don't. There's a difference, would I? You should keep your own perspective. Don't just agree with me on everything. My opinion is only for reference. Jeez, I'm nagging. Thank you for caring so much about me, friend. I'm happy to hear you nagging. Don't worry, I can take care of myself. Thank you for caring. For real? Nope, I can't. For real. For real!
For real?
Great. Hey, have you realized we switched roles? You used to do all the nagging and telling me not to do this or that. Now it's exactly the opposite. I know how you used to feel, wanting and not wanting to tell me and what to do at the same time, but I think I'm more reasonable than you were. No, I'm more cooperative than you were, I guess. This is kind of like teasing, isn't it? No way, haha. I'm worried. About the mission tomorrow, I know you're much tougher than the average guy, but against what we will face tomorrow, I'm worried about you. I'll be okay, Fran. I believe you. Yeah, I don't know, I just think there's so many death flags. Hearing about your condition from Miss C2, it feels so unreal. All this talk about possession, persona, and mental state. Persona! What do you think? It feels unreal, yeah? I'm taking it rather well. What if I told you that I'm not Jason? This is not funny, okay? C2 says she installed something in you to block out possession. Somehow that thing isn't working. You mean for real? You really are not Jason? You? Sorry. That was a bad joke. Yeah? Don't do that again. Not just crappy, it's creepy. Huh. My nerves can't take this now. Sorry, I won't do it again. Man's turning gloomy again. When we're done with Vision, you will have to deal with Owl. If you can't complete the training. How about we just run away? We can't? I haven't seen many Owl agents yet. But if they're all like Ms. C2 or 23, do we even have a chance? Once you join Owl, we won't be free anymore. What do you mean? I thought the whole point of joining Owl is to find freedom. What do you mean? As an agent, you'll have access to many secrets, scandals of both corporations and governments. Owl can't just leave you be. There must be some kind of surveillance or monitoring system. Everyone else close to you will be closely watched too. If necessary, they may even use me as leverage against you. What C2 didn't mention any of this? No, it's just the truth. But Fran, I know what you're thinking, Jay. If I'm to join Owl, Fran won't be able to go to the march, right? Yes, I will lose many things that I used to be passionate about. Francis could join as like a not a replacement, as a like as the role that 23 has, like Overwatch, right? They would. Didn't they say they always come in pairs? Francis would be 23 and then I would be C2. Which is funny because they're also dating. But it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. If I really value them that much, I could just choose to break up with you anytime. The truth is, I value over anything else. I will be with you no matter what. Oh, this is my choice. Feeling guilty means you're doubting my own choice. You hear that? I really don't want to put restrictions on you. I know, Jay. I want you to respect my choices. In return, I will respect yours. Going forward, always remember this. Whatever you choose, I will be by your side. We will face it together, shall we? I love you. I love you too. Oh my god, it's so cute. So, how do you think this will end? You mean tomorrow? I don't know. There's a good ending at the end of this. I don't feel very optimistic if you ask me. You mean tomorrow? Uh-huh. The whole situation. I don't feel optimistic. I don't know. I know we will go back to normal. We make our own breakfast on weekends. You get up so early to prepare everything. When I wake up, it's all done and waiting, and by that time, it should be called lunch. Then I say it doesn't count because I didn't get to do anything. You pass me the pepper, telling me to add it to the soup. There, you've done the very important final step, you'd say. We have lunch together and talk about how to spend the afternoon. Ah, right, Jay? Right, I'm sure of it. Yes. There's so many death flags. You should go check in on Lawrence and 23. Why? You saw how Lawrence responded? 23 wasn't in good spirits either. Don't you think we should keep them mentally stable before tomorrow's mission? Alright, I'll go check on them. Yeah. See you later. Don't come back too late. Bye. Can I leave you on your own? Of course, I'm not your fairy tale princess. I went so hard about staying in bed, haha. Lawrence and 33 should be at the open air diner. Okay. I gotta pee? Damn. Jason, die. Pee holder. Something is gonna go horribly wrong. I can feel it. There's no way something won't go horribly wrong. They're not here. Oh yes, no one has the same thing for dinner 3 days straight. What other eateries do we have around here? Maybe the noodle place. Oh, it's late. Even that lady's gone. I guess there's this is another city that doesn't sleep, huh? Hey there. Hey Jason. Lawrence doesn't look very happy. I don't know why, but 23 insists on this noodle house. Been here before? Is it any good? Apparently I come here all the time. Owner must know you. I guess. Hey 23, what? How exactly does Nin want to do this negotiation? Just meet up with them in person? Isn't that dangerous? Can we ask Al too? We have to talk about this now? Okay. If hypothetically that is. If Nin does have a negotiation with Vision, she'd do it through a middleman. He wants to be the middleman in a deal like this. The only kind, those who want to teach Vision a lesson. Most likely she will ask the Moonflower to step in. You know about the Moonflowers now? Yeah, my old gang used to trade with them all the time. I've heard about them. Good. Most of them are participants of the Moonflower movement. They are forming guerrilla forces against the government and big corps. Sometimes sabotage operations too. Kind of like a rebellion army. Army, huh? Just a bunch of civvies fooling around and feeling good about it. Also, they never thought about overturning the government because they know they can't. Then what are they up against? This era, I guess. These idealist fools somehow believe they can stop the world from where it's heading and turn it around. Anyway, it's far more than overturning a government of two. Now I wandered off. They will do anything to just give Vision a stab. Is it possible that they somehow decide to publish everything we know against Nin's will? Is that what you're counting on? No, Nin won't give them everything. They just need a portion to make Vision believe we have more. Nin's name won't appear throughout the process. For Vision's perspective, they're dealing with a bunch of blackmailing terrorists. Doesn't seem very reliable, but we don't have any proof yet. We're not even sure if this human experiment is real. Tomorrow we will know. You said a table for two? Took you a while? How many tag-alongs do you take with you? Hold on, Ivan Zhang's face says he just saw the most ridiculous thing in the whole wide world. What, you know Jason? Yeah, he's one of our patrons. Huh, where's the thing? Same old place. Genuine Sunrise stuff. Don't trust Ivan the Fix-It Man. Wouldn't even dream of it. Just want to see if you're keeping to the usual standard. Same old deal, same old thing. Don't you worry about it. Tell that C2 to use it with care. These things are not supposed to be disposable. At this rate, I can't keep you supplied. Don't mind this stream of money, though. Huh, do you think she'd listen? Yeah, you'll have an easier time convincing a missile. Enough business talk, now eat your noodles. A couple more questions and I'm done. Where have you been? Couldn't find you for a while. Business trip, need to restock, so what? Just a friendly reminder, be careful dealing with the big potatoes they buy. Sunrise? I wouldn't call them big potatoes. You know, I mean someone else. Keep your business small and steady, don't touch anything too far above your class. You know the risk. This is for your own good, old man. Don't say I didn't warn you. You're the customer and the customer is always right. No, I mean it seriously. Tell yourself that first. I know you're screwing with something big, or else you wouldn't need me. We are being very cautious. Eat your noodles. The same grumpy old man, he'll be alright. Who is he? Weapon smuggler, works with us all the time. I need to order something for tomorrow. He knows people in Sunrise. Nin likes Sunrise stuff, sturdy, and packs a serious punch. Why are you buying from smugglers? Al doesn't know about this mission, is why we're paying out of our own pocket. My hard-earned money. You're no stranger to these deals, Lawrence. Saw you do it a couple of times. I've never personally been in one of these deals, though. They only deal with patrons, which you are not. Surely every patron starts somewhere. Nin just doesn't trust me. She wouldn't listen back there either. Hey, how much longer do you need to brood over this, boy? I'm sick of it. Once again, she doesn't trust you. You didn't see the way she jabbed me with her stare? You brought up the bug in Miss Chang's wound, then she's immediately looking my way? Did she? There, how? It's like she's disappointed. You're paranoid. It should have been me inside the construction site, but she chose Jason. I could have held the fort, but she insisted on waiting for you. I've been trying too hard to help in this way or that. She keeps saying no, you do too. We're zooming in. The camera is zooming in. All this talk about trusting me, why don't you show it? Why do you keep me outside this operation? Does she think I'm a snitch or what? Hey, your imagination's running too wild. And now she's gonna let Vision go? I don't understand what's wrong with her. Do we just let them go like that? When we know all about their dirty deals? Say something, 23. Show some patience. You don't understand her judgment because you're not ready. Not ready for what? Not ready to join Owl? What does that have to do with what I just said? I didn't mean... Didn't you say I'm not ready? So you really mean I'm not capable? It's not about capability. And what is it about? What? Don't you have nothing to say? 23? Ugh, shut the hell up. It's your mentality. Hear me. Hear me now? Your mentality. I don't get it. You're an emotional, impulsive, immature brat. You don't think things through. Instead, you act on what feels like a good idea at the time. Most of the time, you focus on what you want things to be, not what they may end up being. No direction, no values, just impulses, rushing this way and that. You're dealing with a delicate situation. One step wrong, the result could be nuclear fallout. This hate of yours against the flop farming industry will ruin it all. We have been stressing over and over again that no personal emotions in operations. There are red lines to avoid, trade-offs to make. Good intentions doesn't justify collateral damage. You refuse to listen. Okay, suit yourself. We don't have time to wait for you to grow up. More importantly, we can't afford to let you screw up this operation. Screw up? I won't. You won't? Do you think I'm blind or what? Didn't I know about your little shtick at the flop car? How could you? What do you mean? I told you I told them. I told Lawrence I told Nin. Not his fault. Asking him to keep it a secret only makes her wish you worse. Nin needs a team that follows instructions without asking. She needs soldiers, not a bunch of amateurs. Not a crybaby who keeps talking about justice but really wants revenge. So you're right. Nin doesn't trust you. I don't trust you. Shut the hell up and learn to listen, will ya? Holy shit. 23 really dishing out 23 lines of just fucking destroying Lawrence's fucking ego. Lawrence, you happy now? That was unnecessary, 23. He asked for it. So, it's one thing to tell and one thing to lose your cool. Shall I quit this operation? Lawrence, listen. You're a smart boy, a quick learner. More importantly, you have a heart of gold. I know this sounds cheesy, but you have no idea what a gem you are. It's easy to be nice when life is easy. Very few could stay nice when life beats them to a pulp. This is the quality that Nin is constantly looking for. The necessary quality for her successor. She wants to build a legacy. I have no doubt you are the one. Okay, I don't know about that. I think she's just, like, what is the term? Something, his chops? Butching his chop? I don't know, whatever. I think she's, like, inflating his ego a little bit now, after deflating it. Your problem is that you're too easily influenced. That temper may lead you astray. For this reason, we pay close attention to the state of your mind. Nin wants to treat you as her equal. She has much to teach, but she doesn't want to be a mentor, your superior. You need to figure things out for yourself. Theories and values are cheap enough to talk about. You have no idea how much they weigh until you actually need them. I can give you lectures, but you won't understand the point. You may even fight me over it. Nin wouldn't tell you what I did. She doesn't believe in lectures. You must discover it on your own. The process itself counts. This is really true. And this is like the thing with a lot of therapy and like just generally just it's the difference between understanding a concept and believing a concept. And you will be able to, like, I guess, learn a concept way earlier than you will ever be able to, like, live it. And that's like the whole thing with therapy is eventually putting the things that you learn into practice, which then it turns into you living it. And this is like a really big part of that. Sorry, I just couldn't help myself. Enough. Lawrence, you need more time to train your spirit and mind. Nin and I, we are proud of you. Keep that in mind. Yeah? As to Nin's plan of negotiating with Vision, I hate to let them go as much as you do. But think about it. Don't we need to consider the safety of their test subjects? If I were the boss, I'd be paralyzed. I can't choose between the two. Let's just say I'm so grateful that I'm not the one making the decisions. Whatever Nin chooses, she has to live with the consequences. She cares about consequences way more than the average person. The stress is excruciating. Still, she pushes on, making more decisions, taking more consequences. She's been doing it for a long time. A long, long time. Yeah. Damn, you guys are boring. Show some spirit. Tomorrow's the big day. Waiter, beer. Oh no, she's gonna get drunk. This is a family-friendly noodle house. Do you have beer or not? If you have money, I'm filthy rich. Draw me with beer. Public servant these days. I need to go out for a while. Oh my god, it's a little robot. Look at this thing. Need to go out for a while. Wait for the robot waiter to bring you beer. Who's gonna watch your joint? With you people here, I don't need to worry about these. Right, haha, tisk.